What's going on, guys? Arrow here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about what has pretty much been setting the entire Pokemon community on fire for the past few days. Now by now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm going to be talking about, but I really wanted to make sure that I could get all the information and compile it together into one video that could cover all of this, and I didn't want to be one of those people who puts out like 8 videos on this one leak. So by now, I think I know all the information that I want to talk to you guys about, so yeah, let's get started. Now unless you've been living under a rock for the past few days, then I'm sure a lot of you guys know that a brand new, never before seen Pokemon was leaked a few days ago via Pokemon Go. And basically what happened was, I think with like a Pokemon update, there was some Pokemon Go network traffic that happened, and a lot of like data miners and hackers who are familiar with Pokemon Go and always like extract files and look for information within their code was able to find a new model for a Pokemon. So I'm going to put the picture of it on your screen right now, and yeah, you guys can see right here that it is a pretty unusual Pokemon, like definitely not something that I think a lot of people would expect. It basically looks like the body of a Ditto, and then it has like a little nut or like a bolt or something like that as its head, and it's got a little eyeball in the middle, and it's also got a tail in the back. So it's a pretty unusual looking Pokemon. Now the name of the data miner who extracted this model in Pokemon Go is Charles on Twitter, so definitely big shout out to Charles for getting this information, and he also mentioned that this model was found under Kecleon's file in Pokemon Go. So if you don't know, Kecleon, the Gen 3 Pokemon, number 352 in the National Pokedex. So even though it was found under number 352, Charles also mentioned in a tweet that there were also some Unity files for this Pokemon that were found under the number 891. Now after seeing all this information, there's really 3 big theories that are going around as for what this could all mean, and I think one of them is really disproven at this point, like it really has no chance of happening, but these are the 3 theories that I know everyone has been talking about. So the first theory is of course that this is going to be the brand new Pokemon that you're going to be able to get within Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as if you didn't know, in the very first trailer for the game, at the very end it says that you're going to meet a special Pokemon, and it also shows them like opening the Pokemon Go app, and they did confirm on the official Pokemon Twitter that this Pokemon is going to be a never before seen Pokemon. The second theory that people are saying is that this is a Generation 8 Pokemon that's probably going to appear within the Pokemon games that are coming out next year in 2019. So as you guys know, we're getting 2 core RPG Pokemon games, the next generation of Pokemon, next year in 2019, so people think that this is just a brand new Pokemon from the 8th generation Pokedex that happened to leak early. And finally, the last theory, the one that really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, some people think that this Pokemon is a placeholder for something else that's going to be added later into Pokemon Go. Now in case some of you guys are wondering as to why I think that this can't be a placeholder, I mean, if you think about it, this is a completely new Pokemon model. If it really was a placeholder for something else that they were going to add later, why would Niantic or even the Pokemon Company go through the effort and time of creating a completely original model only to not even use it for anything at all? And also, if you guys didn't know, Joe Merrick, the owner of Serebii.net, has also confirmed on his Twitter account that placeholders within Pokemon Go actually don't even look like models. They're basically just like black circles with a question mark on them. I'll put a picture of it on your screen. So essentially that's what a placeholder would look like if it was a placeholder image, but this is definitely not a placeholder. And if you guys want further proof, you can see right here that Charles, the same data miner, was actually able to extract the animation files for this brand new Pokemon, and so you can see right here that it's moving around a little bit, the eyeball is moving as well, so it's got its own animations. Now if this really was a placeholder, why would Niantic or even the Pokemon Company just go through the effort of creating this original model, taking all that effort to animate it and all that, just to not use it at all? Like, it makes no sense to have that as only a placeholder, so that's why I feel like it can't be a placeholder. Now in terms of the Generation 8 theory, the theory that people are saying that this is a Pokemon that comes from the Generation 8 Pokedex, which is going to come out in the Pokemon 2019 games, I really don't think that this makes a lot of sense either, because if you think about it, Pokemon Go's like entire Pokedex right now is pretty far behind compared to like the Pokemon video games Pokedex, like I mean in terms of generations. So if you really think about it, why would they have the Gen 8 Pokedex by now if they haven't even introduced Gen 4 yet? Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to have a Generation 8 Pokedex already within Pokemon Go's files and not have anything from Gen 4 or Gen 5 or even Gen 6 and 7 yet. Like, it really doesn't make a lot of sense, so that's why I feel like it can't be Generation 8. I know some people were saying that, like, because of how it's 891, that's why it could be a Generation 8 Pokemon, but I think that there's also other reasons, and even Joe Merrick from Serebii has confirmed on Twitter that they actually use different ways of numbering in Pokemon Go's files, so it might not have anything to do with 891. And so really the big theory that this comes down to is that this is going to be the brand new Pokemon that you're going to be able to get within Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, they showed it in the trailer that the person was opening Pokemon Go when they received this brand new Pokemon, so maybe in fact you do get this Pokemon within Pokemon Go and then you transfer it into Pokemon Let's Go, even though that wouldn't make a lot of sense because I don't think everyone has access to Pokemon Go, so it wouldn't be really fair to, I think, have only this Pokemon appear within Pokemon Go and then transfer it into Let's Go. So I feel like there's probably going to be a workaround. Maybe you can get it in Let's Go somehow as well, but I really feel like this is going to be that brand new Pokemon that you're going to be able to find in Pokemon Let's Go. And I think it makes a lot of sense as well. I feel like this is going to be one of those bridge Pokemon that takes you from one generation to the next generation, kind of like how Zorua and Zoroark transferred you from like Generation 4 into Generation 5. This is going to be like that Pokemon that connects with Pokemon Gen 7 and Pokemon Gen 8. And I mean, we all did notice that it looks very similar to Ditto, so maybe there is going to be some lore and backstory that you're going to be able to discover about this Pokemon within Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And so the thing that gets really crazy about all of this is that it looks like people were actually able to get this brand new Pokemon within Pokemon Go as well, which is really ridiculous as there's a whole bunch of screenshots, I'll have them on your screen right now, of people finding this brand new Pokemon within Pokemon Go. Now from people who got this Pokemon, it says that as soon as you catch it, it transforms into a Ditto, so I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. And I know a lot of people were talking about it, like how it's available in Pokemon Go, and they feel like it has something to do with Kecleon, as if you do take a look at this Pokemon, it does look kind of similar to Kecleon in the way that its eyeball is and like the tail and everything, so I kind of do see the resemblance, and remember it was found under Kecleon's file. Now after this started appearing within Pokemon Go, there was actually someone from Niantic's head of marketing who claimed on Twitter that it was just a tease for something else, but I really feel like that he was lying about this. I feel like he was just taking some damage control as someone at Niantic screwed up and released this Pokemon early, and they were like, okay, we'll just say that it was a tease and it was supposed to happen, but who knows, maybe this was all in fact a part of marketing and they really wanted this Pokemon to come out early, and we just found out about it a little bit earlier before it became available in Pokemon Go. And Joe Merrick from Cerebi also did point out that the date that this Pokemon was available to catch within Pokemon Go was exactly 808 days from Pokemon Go's release. And so if this Pokemon really is the 808th Pokemon, I don't think that this is a coincidence at all. And so yeah, basically this is a full-fledged brand new Pokemon. I'm sure that we're probably going to get an official reveal from the Pokemon Company or Game Freak very soon. I don't think that they can just have this and like keep it hidden for a while. I'm sure they're going to have to talk about it really soon. So hopefully within the first like few weeks of October, we get a proper reveal. And as for what type this Pokemon could be, I really don't have any ideas. I was thinking maybe normal and steel, or maybe steel and psychic or something like that. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this Pokemon and what potential type you think it could have. Now I tweeted about this on my Twitter as well, so let's take a look at my Twitter and see if we got any responses. I asked you guys how you feel about this brand new Pokemon, if you guys think that it is the Pokemon that's going to appear within Pokemon Let's Go, if it's Gen 8 Pokemon, and I did tweet this a few days ago, so I'm going to have to look for the exact tweet right here. So give me a second, I did tweet this a few days ago. Like I said, I wanted to compile all the information before I made my video, so I think the tweet should be right around here. I did put a picture of the Pokemon with it as well. So here's the tweet. I said, how do you all feel about this new Pokemon and what it could mean? Do you think that it is the secret one in Pokemon Let's Go, a Gen 8 one that will appear in the 2019 games, or perhaps something else? Reply to this tweet with your thoughts and you could be featured in my next video. So my dude Slow Speed Run is coming through saying that I really think it's just a placeholder, something that they use when the actual Pokemon model isn't required, possibly a maintenance file, maybe Kecleon is getting a rebalance, and these are some of the adjustments. I mean, you saw those animations, my dude. I really don't think that it can be a placeholder, especially if they had those animations going for it. Deciduous here is saying, I highly doubt that this thing is real. I mean, it was under Kecleon's file, and the dot in the middle looks exactly like Kecleon's eye, probably just hitboxes or Kecleon's ability to camouflage. If this doesn't end up being the new Pokemon, the new Let's Go Pokemon, then it's Gen 7, not Gen 8. I feel like that makes a lot of sense as well. I did talk about how it looks pretty similar to Kecleon. Let's scroll down a little bit here, try to get some new people. This person just put a funny GIF right here. Let me scroll down a little bit, try to get some other people. Rocktiller here is saying that I hope it's a new Mon. I love the design. Not sure what constitutes as a Gen 8. I just feel that it has to be related to the 2019 games. It's either great marketing because they know that we crave leaks, or it was in the code by mistake. Either way, I'm not complaining. Totally true. I mean, we ended up getting something that made us pretty excited, and there's a lot of fan art going about it as well. And yeah, this is someone posting a picture right here that it can be found within Pokemon Go. Someone here says it looks like an item. I mean, it's definitely not an item. You saw the animations here. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Anthony here is saying that this new Pokemon looks alright. It looks like a Ditto with a nut as its head. I really hope that it evolves into something powerful. I definitely think that it's going to have an evolution. Maybe it's like Kling Clang or something like that, where you know that it's like, you know, just two small gears and you think it means nothing, but then it turns into a really cool design at the end. So hopefully it turns out like that. I'll scroll down a little bit here. This person is saying, a Masked Warrior, saying, I feel like that this could be a story for one or a side game. I don't feel like it will be the first Gen 8 Pokemon that we will see. Also, this could compete for the most lazily designed Pokemon. Totally true. I feel like they literally just took Ditto's model and then slapped a nut on its head or something like that. So hopefully we can try to get a better design for Gen 8, but maybe this could be the new Pokemon that's somehow going to connect with Gen 8. I'll scroll down a little bit right here. EF Anthony says, secret one for Let's Go. It was found under Pokemon Go, just like the mystery Pokemon shown in the first Pokemon Let's Go trailer. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like it has to be the new Pokemon within Let's Go, because why would they have Generation 8 Pokemon already? But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let's scroll down a little bit more as well. Let's see here. Lump is here saying, if it's real, then he's a happy addition to my team. I'll call him Boltlob. That's a pretty cool nickname. Let me scroll down right here. I guess we'll read this last one right here. I think it looks actually awful. It's literally a Ditto with a cog on its head. Pokemon have been criticized for bad designs, but oh my god, I really hope that this is a placeholder. I mean, I think a lot of people can say that it looks pretty lazily designed, but it is kind of cute with its animations, and I really hope that it does have like an interesting backstory. I hope it has like a lot of lore as to why it was like this, and maybe the reason that it does have the design. So who knows exactly what the backstory of this Pokemon could be. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your responses. I'm really sorry that I couldn't read all of them. We get so many of these now that I really can't read them. I mean, like, I kind of missed the days when I was able to read every single response because we'd only get like 5 or 6 of them. But yeah, thank you so much for all your responses, and remember, if you ever want to be featured in videos like this, then definitely just go and follow me on Twitter at ActualArrow. And so there you go, guys, that's all the information that we have about this brand new Pokemon. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. Are you excited for this new Pokemon? Are you disappointed? What do you think of it? Do you think that it's a Gen 8 Pokemon? Do you think it's going to be in Let's Go? Have you got one in Pokemon Go? Definitely be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at ActualArrows. You can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord as well. We've got a bunch of nice people there who are always talking about Pokemon, Smash Bros, and Nintendo. I'll have a link to that in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.